Welcome guys. So the grips in PUBG just got updated, they got changed, some got buffed and others got nerfed. And what grip should you really be using right now? I'm here to help you with that decision because I have tested all the grips in a full auto spray where we're going to be looking at the full auto performance, which will cover the vertical recoil and the horizontal recoil, but also we're going to look at the first bullet kick, meaning how much the weapon kicks upwards when you initiate your spray. I'm doing my standard test of 5 sprays at a wall, both with the barrel and the M4 using all the different grips. And since I've shown this process many times before on this channel, let's just jump straight into the results. The first gun we'll have a look at is the barrel equipped with a compensator, and we're starting with the angle grip. The angle grip got a horizontal recoil control buff at 5% from 15 to 20% and a so-called sway control while breathing nerf of 10%. A test like I'm doing here doesn't really show any meaningful difference, but you can assume that the horizontal recoil will be slightly more predictable. The vertical grip does in this test show almost identical performance as before. The vertical grip got a nerf to spray control while firing, which seems to only affect the first bullet while spraying, and we'll get back to that later. The half grip also got nerfed when it comes to sway control, but in a full auto test like this, we don't really see any meaningful difference. The thumb grip, on the other hand, has gotten a noticeable buff to vertical recoil, which on paper is only 3%, but this is very obvious in this test when using the barrel. Also, the thumb grip has gotten a bigger ADS bonus than before, meaning that the grip overall is performing much better than before. The light grip is getting a significant buff of 20% recoil recovery added after each shot, which shows here as less vertical recoil because it recovers faster between the bullets. And when using the M416, the test results are overall quite the same. However, interestingly enough, the half grip looks a bit better here compared to when using the barrel, and the thumb grip looks a bit worse. So far, what we've learned here is that the changes for the angle, the half and the vertical grip are quite small, however much more noticeable for the thumb and the light grip, which are both now noticeably better for spraying. And also don't disregard the 10% buff to the ADS speed for the thumb grip because now it has a 40% ADS speed bonus, which is very noticeable when you use the grip in game. Just look at this comparison right here. And while this footage is slowed down 5 times, you will still notice this when you play with the grip in game. But now let's examine the first 5 bullets of the spray, which are critical to how the gun feels when you initiate your spray. This is especially important for those peeking a corner quickly and needing to fire quickly at an enemy, or in the situation where you suddenly see an enemy, you gotta shoot that enemy and you gotta make those first bullet last. Missing a single bullet in the beginning of your spray can easily mean the difference between life and death in PUBG. But not only that, if you start losing control in the beginning of your spray, you kinda have to catch up and the rest of the spray will also be more difficult to control. And right here, we've got the first bullet and the following 5 marked out for each grip before and after the patch, using a barrel with a compensator. And what we're mostly interested in is the difference between the first and the second bullet. So to make the differences easier to see, we'll do a vertical stretch of the results. First thing to notice is that the vertical grip now has slightly more kick between the first and the second bullet. This is a definite nerf, and also one that I believe experienced players will notice. Another thing that stands out here is that the light grip basically has no increased first bullet recoil compared to the rest of its spray. This makes the light grip godlike for consistent and precise short lethal bursts. And the test you've seen so far does not include single fire. However, the light grip did get 20% increased recoil recovery added, which means that the recoil recovers faster between each shot, allowing you to shoot faster when you single fire, making the light grip ultimately the best single fire grip, which it basically already was. And what is then the conclusion of all of this? Well, basically the thumb grip is going to be the new main grip for a lot of players due to its high ADS speed and better vertical recoil than before. However, the light grip will be entering the meta. Definitely will be used for single fire, but will also be used by experienced players for surgical precision burst when they're quickly peeking corners and angles. And despite the renewed strength of the thumb and the light grip, the vertical grip is still going to be a very big part of the PUBG meta. This is going to be the main grip for many still, as it basically didn't change. It only got nerfed a little bit. However, that small nerf with the buff of the thumb and the light grip will be changing the choices for some players. I hope this video was helpful and will better guide you to know exactly what grip to pick up in which situation. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.